Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to ask you a very simple but complex question. Do you know Gabon? You probably say yes, but let me tell you that it's not the case. Do you know the matrilineal and patrilineal ethnic groups? Do you know the matrilineal and patrilineal ethnic groups of all the tribes in the country? How do we settle disputes according to Bantu traditions? What does Dawe really mean originally? We found the answers to this question in a handbook entitled Le Gabon au bout des doigts pour un management interculturel efficace, or Gabon at your fingertips for an effective intercultural management, written by Madeleine Renguila and Leila Ondem. To discuss this book, we welcome to the studio one of its authors, Madeleine ORLANE Renguila. Hello, Miss Renguila.
Good morning, Mr. Leimongo.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Okay, you've been here before. We were discussing about other stuff. Now you're coming back as an author. But before we speak about this book, who is Madeleine Renguila? Can you introduce yourself, please, to our viewers?
Oh, I love to say that I'm an African woman and that I love to touch everything, actually, according to as women are. And we know that we are pluridisciplinary creatures, you know. So right now I'm an author. But you know, yesterday I was in digital, I'm still in digital. I define myself as an entrepreneur who think that women can do and be anything they want as long as they do it proudly. And even if I'm owner now of Renguis Digital and also a training center and a language laboratory, I'm still an entrepreneur.
Okay, so you have many, as we say in French, casquettes.
Absolutely.
So where did the idea to write this book come from?
A lot of people know me for my, let's say, business intelligence or business psychology. So a big entity came to me, I cannot say the name here, and they asked me to prepare some courses for foreigners that were coming to Gabon and to make them understand really the roots of Gabon and the mindset here. So Leila and me, we took some courses with Dr. Maïse, who is a lecturer at Omar Bongo Ndimba University.
Okay.
So we trained ourselves for months before giving the course, and the client was so satisfied that we wrote that book for that. Okay.
So do you think that this book has social cultural value, or is it just an informative manual?
Mr. Leimongo, it's a tool, a very necessary tool, actually, that can be used for everybody, embassies, you know, international companies, international employees, and because it immerses you in everything that's about Gabon, starting by the history of Gabon. You know, there are some dates that are not in our books in school, like maybe the 1471 when the Portuguese found our coast, or maybe the 1888 where Congo and Gabon were kind of the same country.
Yeah.
So it's taking you from there to the youth people language here that we call the Toli Magando, you know, passing by the
Toli Magando.
Absolutely, passing by the matrilineal explanation, the belief and the rite of Gabon, you know. So we mix all that to take you to the management of intercultural people here, or you can understand them. Yeah.
Okay, so what you mean is that, for instance, a business person coming to invest in the country, if he has this tool, he can better understand how people think, where we're coming from. And
yes, it's a matter of respect. When you come somewhere, I had the same experience when I went to Nigeria or maybe in Kenya or in South Africa, you know, and I was melting into the picture because people were thinking that I was from their place, you see. So it's a matter of respect to know exactly where I go. Who doesn't want to know where he put his feet, you know?
Yeah.
So knowing people or trying to know about them is respecting them, yeah.
Okay, so let's go practically, because I know you will tell me that later, but this book comes with a training. There's a training going along with that.
Of course.
Can you tell us about this training? How does it work?
Actually, it's a minimum 3 hours training.
Yeah.
Normally, I can also, from some company, do it in 3 days, depending of, you know, where do you want to take the information from, or what exactly you want your employees to know about Gabon.
Okay.
It comes exactly with a course prepared for that.
D'accord.
But
okay.
Yeah, I think it's necessary to have the course after the book.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm a tourist. Let's imagine I'm a tourist coming in Gabon.
Okay.
And I buy this manual. How can I use it? It would be better maybe to have that book on our set, but how can I use it as a newcomer in the country?
It helps tourists, embassies, companies, everybody actually.
Okay.
When you're tourist, I will give you an example. You will know exactly where you want to go, you know. It can give you the distance from this place to maybe the waterfall, you know, or you can get it properly, maybe the address of your embassy also, and the superficial everywhere you go. If you are like someone that's coming to get married in Gabon, you need to know that you're not supposed to see your mother-in-law eating, to surprise her eating. You know, we call it like breaking her too, you know. Okay. And you find yourself paying a dispute settlement agreement, you know, and you can lose a lot of money on that. If you're a company, because many companies came in front of that problem, an employee can lose his father twice. Like he's going to say, okay, my father dies this month, and 2 years after he lost again his father. And they were like, okay, how many fathers do you have? But they didn't know that the employee was from a matrilineal ethnic group. So his first father is his mother's brother.
Okay.
So it's something everybody needs to know and understand before coming to Gabon. Maybe even if they're already here, you know, to understand how we work, how we think, the mindset locally.
Okay, but now I'm thinking about marriage. I'm thinking like maybe somebody that wants to marry a young Gabonese woman, he has to go through the dowry.
Absolutely.
He has to come here and gives what the family will ask for that.
Absolutely.
Do you give some tips to this kind of people also?
Of course, everything is in the book.
So for every tribe, because we have about 42 tribes in Gabon.
Absolutely, but we have many, that's true. But actually the culture is similar from part, you know, like let's say the west and the east and the south is a little bit the same thing. Yeah. The north is on culture and the east also. So we find everything in the book.
You took the main groups
Absolutely,
of the country.
Exactly.
Okay, so in this book we learn how to use counter witchcraft. I was surprised when I saw that. Can you tell us something about it?
Yes, there is a chapter about belief and right also, but I cannot give more information about that, you know. We find it in the book.
Because in Gabon we know that witchcraft is something that we live, we go through that. Okay, so somebody coming will have to understand that also. But do you think that a foreigner really need that?
Yes, as I said before, it's a matter of respect, you know, to know exactly what we say here in Africa is like when you find a village where everybody is working with one leg, you do the same. It's normal, and it's a matter of respect to know the root of people you have in front of you, to understand why they think like that and why they do things that way, yes.
Okay, you told me about the Toli Bangando.
Yes.
We know that some popular songs even spoke about it, but I want to know what about locals? Can they use the same book for their own knowledge?
Absolutely. You know, before receiving course from Dr. Maïse, I didn't know many things about my own country, you know, and when I was traveling, and like in Nigeria, for example, people are talking about the culture. I could talk about Gabon, but not deeply as today. So I think it's normal and important for local, maybe from even the primary school, you know, to have those kind of information, and the secondary school, maybe the university. I didn't know about the 1888, like Gabon and Congo were the same country. Yeah. I didn't know about it, you know. So for locals, it's important to know that when you go somewhere and you want to sell your country, you know, yes.
And now I'm thinking about the government. Do you have some connections with the government? Like, okay, this is what I have produced. Maybe it can be useful for Minister of Education, for instance, something like that?
I'm working already with the High Educational Ministry, because my language laboratory and my training center are certified, you know, by this ministry. And we don't know anybody in the government. Everybody knows, you know. And I think that's why like the media are helping us, you know, to have the visibility, so someone can come and say, okay, you don't want, we need it in school, or maybe we need it for the embassy.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. So now that this book is available, the job is done.
Yes.
It is out there. What are your perspectives as an entrepreneur?
For the book.
For the book first.
For the book first is to make sure that people get familiar with that, and they call us, of course, for the course that's coming with that, and for the quiz and the document that we can add with that. And for the entrepreneur, I will still be myself, you know, touch everything like I'm doing right now. I'm a consultant from some ministry, and also make sure that I'm always doing something for women.
Okay, I want you to speak maybe about the fact that you are a woman entrepreneur. We know that President Ali Bongo Ndimba, he said that like the decade is the decade of the woman. And now you are this woman doing things, writing books, having a business and stuff. Do you think that you are in the full vision of that decade of the woman in Gabon, in the world? Can you say something about it?
I am, you know, and I'm so proud to be in Gabon because we're so advanced in that department, you know, talking about the gender equality. Yeah. And it's an honor for me. Actually, I'm in charge of some measure of Gabon Égalité. going to that, that direction. And we're so advanced that, I told you last time, I feel equal to a man, but I know my part as a woman, and as a mother also. And yes, they're doing a lot for us, a lot.
Okay, so please have a closing word.
I invite everybody to buy the book, and they can call the commercial. It's going to be the number 077 010046. I'm going to say it again quickly. 077 010046.
Okay, so that's amazing. Thank you for coming, Ms. Rengila. Hope to have you here again, maybe for another project that you will have. You never know.
Exactly. Thank you, Mr.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all for today. You've just watched a guest. Madeleine Orlane Rengila was our guest. Her book is available online. Just search for, what's the name of the book? Can you remind it, please?
Le Gabon au bout des doigts en français, en anglais, Gabon at your fingertips.
Okay, so thank you, goodbye, see you soon.